Welcome back, and in this little lesson I'm going to show you how to do 13B. Now what I would do on this one would be rather simple. I want to start, and this is 2.5 to the center of this, and this radius here is, it'd be whatever this width is, which is 1.75. Now that's 75. Sevens look like ones for some reason on this, but 1.75 plus 2.5 is going to be 3.5, and then add another 3.5, be 4.25. So it'll be 4.25 from here all the way to the end, and I'll show you that. So what I would do is I want to start out with my line at 0, 0. Oh, line over here. So click this line 0, 0. And then if you come down through here and turn your ortho on, you're looking at, like I said, 2.5. And then if you go another, we want to do another 1.7. No, we don't want to do 1.75. We want to do half of that. So the half of 1.75 would be 0.875. Because this is 1.75 here. Divide that by 2. That'd be 0.875. So I want to hit 0.875 here. And you can do it however you want to do it. I'm just coming up with that. And then I want to take into a line from here. And I want to get this angle coming back here, which is 60 degrees. So I'll turn on my 60 here. There's 30. Right there's 30. And right here is 6. Well, that's straight up and down. Right there's my 60. And if I look at the measurement on that, I'm going, I don't really know yet. So I'm just going to just put that out there and just leave it. And then I want to offset all of this right here up 0.375. So modify offset 0.375. We'll do that with everything just like that. So now we got 0.375 offset, and we're looking at this at an angle too, you know. So, alright, we're doing good so far. And then I want to go ahead and just plug this line in here together, just like that. And let me turn this thing around so I could see it in a perfectly good side shot. I like to have it like, and that's okay. I don't think that's 60 degrees now when I look at this back side. I think it's more of a 30 degree, and we could check that real quick and just to make sure, because it sure doesn't look like it from where I'm sitting at. So I want to go in here, dimension, and we'll do an angular dimension. And that looks about like 30 degrees if I were to check that. It is. So what I have to do is just take and delete that off. Delete that off. And probably what the best thing to do, because if you'll notice it's coming off the point on the top. So right here, I'll just go from there to there. And then now, they're straight up. This would be my 60 line, I'm sure. Right there. So we're going up 1.125, so I can just type that in. And then I want to add in that radius all the way to the top, which is 0.375. So I'll just add in that 0.375. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. Okay. Now I'm just going to offset that. So modify offset 0.375. And we'll offset this guy over and this one over, and really that's not exactly what I want there. So I'll grab all of this, and then I'll do a modify, and I'll do a move. And I need to grab this and bring this down, because I want this one to be up here on the top and this one to be completely on the back. So we'll have to do that right there. And we'll have to bring this one back and over to there. Then we'll have to take and move this whole entire line up for the measurements to all come out right. That would be correct. And then we could actually take a line now and bring that straight over. Bring that straight over like that, and then bring this one up to it. Or you could just re-offset that again, whichever way that you want to do it. And what I'm talking about that is we could actually delete that part of it out and just go back in and do another offset at 0.375, and then you can do that to there, and then you can put your line across and it should be perpendicular over there. And then just I'd just get rid of this line. I'd pull this one all the way down until it snapped. I don't like having pieces and segments of lines, and there's a reason for that. It can get you in a mess. So now we've got all this thing put together here. It looks really good, and like I said, you're probably better off just to make sure you get rid of the pieces. Alright, now I want to do a PE, polyline edit. And we'll grab one of them. And yes, I want to turn it into one, and I want a J for join. I join all this together. Enter. And now it all should be one solid piece, and it is. And I want to take and I want to rotate it just a little bit inside here. And I want to add the depth to it 1.75, so hit extrude. Enter. 1.75. So there's what this thing looks like so far. And what I want to do is I want to put these radiuses on it, and you can do that very simply by coming up here into radius. Hey, good morning. I'm going into radius right now in your modify. And hit fillet, and hit, once you do that, come down here to R to radius and do 0.375. And you come in here and you're going to touch that line right there, enter, and then click on it again, enter. And do the same thing to the other side over here. Spacebar, hit radius again. Spacebar just repeats the command. Click on it, click it again, enter, and click on that again, enter. One more time, enter. Sometimes it takes multiple times to get that in there. So we got that. Now let's get this big radius right here at the very end of this thing. I'll do it the same way. And that right there is, if you remember, it's 0.875 radius. So we'll do the same exact thing over. Do your fillet, radius, it's going to be 0.875. So click on it, enter, click again, enter, radius, click on it, enter, click again, enter. And then right there you'd have that. Now the only thing you'd have to do after that is you have to put that little center rib in there. And it's pretty easy too. What I would do on it, what we want to do on this is I want to add that rib in it. And I want to hit world coordinate, put this thing back into world coordinate. See how my X and Y is going that way. And I'm going to go ahead and draw this this piece in here. And I'll be honest with you, probably better off like to grab yourself a southeast isometric. Make sure we're in home. Southeast isometric. That's that view right there. I don't like that view. Just flip it around till you find something that looks pretty good. All those are kind of weird looking views, so I want to turn this thing around. And I want to draw this thing right beside of it. I need to get really a side shot of it, to be honest with you. There we go. And I'm using that view cube, but you can use these up here too to get yourself turned around where you want to be at. There's one that fits perfect. And what I want to do is come up here to the top line, and you're just going to click here, and you're going to click on up that way and then over this way, and we're coming at 1 inch this way, so type in 1, and there's that. And I want to snap to this. If it doesn't let you snap, you can change your view, like I said, and go to 2D wireframe, and sometimes it'll let you snap a little easier like that. And you guys see that? So now I got that, and I want to rotate this over and make sure sometimes, now that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. So I want to make these a polyline, make it all one piece. PE, click, yes, join, and do it again. PE, enter, click that. Let's join. Click this one, this one, this one, enter. So now that is all one piece. And I can take this whole thing now and move it. Well, it'd be better off I just go ahead and extrude it. And it was already selected. And this thing is 0.25. And then all you have to do with it being a solid is just do a move on it using your modify command. 3D move. Catch the mid center point right there. Catch the midpoint right there. And just do your booleans, do a add and click, and then click, right click to enter, and it's all one piece at that point. So now we'll just take and rotate it around, and you just have to put the little slots and the little holes in it. But if I go in view and conceptual or whatever, you know, you've got basically that drawed up other than just putting your holes. And just use that 3D or 3-point to get that thing laying flat. Just like on this surface here, make sure you use that 3-point to make sure your X is going this way and your Y is going up and down. And you'll do that by clicking on it, click there and if there and to there. See, I put your X and Y on that slant so that you can put your holes in, and you just have to line it up when you get in here, and you all kind of see what I'm talking about there. So if you have any trouble with this one, please contact me.